if you have trouble with tree pose, if you have trouble balancing on one foot in general, we need to work on it together, because balance is an important part of your life, and we learn it in our yoga practice. We want to be able to stand on one foot, not because we want to be able to stand on one foot, but so that the body is strong and stable, so that when you're 90 years old, you're not walking little tiny steps or falling and breaking the hip because the legs have weakened. By standing on one leg every day in your practice, switching sides, your legs will be strong your whole life. Now, if your tree pose looks like this, what we can do to help you is two things. One is to change where you gaze. If you look up, it's much harder to balance, especially if you're outside looking at blue sky. You fall. When you're newer, just looking across the room, we fall. Our gaze acts like another leg. So if we look down, 6 feet in front of us, things get more steady. But some of us will still have problems balancing. So this is what you do. I'm going to have Carol face the pole. And Carol, just move up until your nose is about 6 inches from the pole. And we've put this dot on the pole. So those of you at home, just go up to any painting or photograph hanging on the wall about the same height as your eyes and pick something to look at, just whatever it is. For instance, if it was a still life, look at that apple in the still life. Now take the posture, level 1 tree pose. If you think about any high wire troupe you may have seen in the past, they used to use those long poles. The longer the pole, the easier it is to balance. So this is more stable than this, or arms up. Now, but the mind will change here over time. It'll learn to balance with this short distance. And maybe after 4 or 5 days of practicing like this, eventually she would step back. So step back 3 inches and go back into the posture again. And you'll self-regulate. Over time, you'll move back a little bit at a time, and eventually back to the center of the room. Don't start here. Start 6 inches in front. You can release.